Hi, and welcome to my Things to Do, where I like to make budget-friendly decor DIYs as well as DIY recipes that are easy and fun to make. While you're here, please subscribe to my channel, like it, share it with your friends. It's my things to do today. Make it your thing to do too. For my advent calendar, I used 24 empty rolls of toilet paper, and I couldn't decide between which cupcake liner I wanted to use, plain white or the one that has some flowered cal on it. I ended up going with the flowered ones. I also had some white paint that I got from Walmart. It's the apple barrel paint, about 50 cents, and I used that to paint all of my toilet paper rolls. And then I printed out these decals from Pinterest. You can get them free online, just print it out. So to start with, I wanted to go ahead and paint all of my toilet paper rolls white, and this is because I wanted my house to be mainly white. Of course, use whatever color that you want to use. Every year my grandchildren get an advent calendar for Christmas, and they really enjoy it. I wanted to make them one this year, and I wanted it to be really special with some special things inside that would be something that they wouldn't get if I got the pre-made advent calendar. So after I've painted all my toilet paper rolls and they're drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut out all of my numbers with my pictures to place on top. From the paint store, I got these free samples, and what I did was I decided to write a note to my grandchildren on each one of them to place inside. To put the cupcake liners on, I'm going to use Mod Podge and glue all of my cupcake liners on. I found it was easier just to set the cupcake liner on top, and with my paintbrush just paint the Mod Podge on. The thing I'm going to do is to start putting the house together. And I'm using my ruler just to line up the bottom 2 rows to make sure that my house starts out being as straight as I can possibly make that. Hot glue works perfectly with this. I did use it at high temperature, and after I'd already gotten 3 rows of my house done, I thought, you know what, it'd be a whole lot easier if I just make a panel and then glue the entire panel on top in one swoop instead of one roll at a time. This is what I did next, and wished I would have done that from the beginning. It would have made things a lot easier, a lot faster as well. And there we go. We have the shape of our house made out of the toilet paper done. Now let me go ahead and with some foam core, I only used 1 sheet. I'm going to start measuring how much of it I want for my backing and the sides and also the roof. Now that I have all my pieces cut out, I'm going to write my notes on the back of the paint samples that I picked up from the hardware store for free. Each one of my notes does say something special to whichever grandchild will be opening it up that day. It's just something to give them some inspiration and something that they wouldn't get inside of your store-bought advent calendar. Once I've had all my notes put inside the tubes, it's time to fill them up with candy. And I filled them up with lots of candy, about 5 pieces each tube. And again, that's just something more that they would get them from a regular advent calendar, where they would only get one little piece of chocolate inside of each day. They'll get a special note from Oma and a whole lot of candy. Now, who wouldn't like that? Child, adult, either one. They'd love it. Once that's done, I'm going to finish the assembly of the house. I'm putting Mod Podge on my foam core and placing that on the back of the tubes. And to help seal it down, I'm going to place a stack of books on top just to keep that on there and get a good seal until it's dry. Once it's dry, I can go ahead and finish the rest of the house, starting with my roof. The house looks like it needs a chimney, of course. So I'm going to take an extra roll of toilet paper and cut that, place that on top of my roof as my chimney. And after I get that glued on, it's time to do the sides of the house. Again, with my foam core that I had already pre-cut out, I'm going to glue the sides to my house. Once that's done, I'm taking all of those numbers that I had cut up earlier and start placing them randomly on top of every one of the toilet paper rolls that are covered with my cupcake liners. One of the things I always loved as a child was that the advent calendars weren't numbered in a row, so you had to hunt for whatever day that was. And what I had done was I put everything into a cup and just pulled out whatever number came next and glued that on, making this even more enjoyable for my grandchildren. And here is my finished advent calendar, ready to be enjoyed for Christmas. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, my things to do was to make an advent calendar for my grandchildren. Make it your thing to do too. Bye! See you in the next video. Merry Christmas!